Hey guys, you're here with Chris and Goro for a free pick in Porto versus Lyon matchup in the UEFA Europa League on Wednesday, March 9th. Chris, we have Porto, who are probably the best team in Portugal. They are the top of the table over there, while Lyon, they are far away from their old glory days when they were beating Real Madrid of the Europe. And honestly, I think that those days are pretty still pretty far away from them, and it's gonna take a lot of work for them to get back to those winning days.
Oh yeah, it's miles away from normal for Lyon, especially like you said, Gordon, compared to the glory days that this team has experienced. And simply put, that's why I'm going with Porto here. I think Porto, a team that doesn't get very much appreciation. I know they're sitting in the Europa League right now. I believe they got bounced from the Champions League, and that's why they ended up here. But still, Porto, this is a fantastic team that, like I said, just doesn't get enough credit, and they always play fantastic defense. I can't tell you how many times I've seen Porto play, and this final score finishes, 1-0, 2-0, or even like a 1-1 draw. But even then, still better than taking the loss. I mean, this Porto team definitely on my radar to potentially lift the Europa League title, but we're getting this price to, I think it's plus 105, an absolute gift with Porto in my opinion. So yeah, I got to roll with Porto here.
Yeah, honestly, I'm quite surprised that you're getting plus money for Porto at home in front of their own fans. They did get to this spot by going through that Europa League playoffs against Lazio. They have beaten them at home, tied on the road. Like you said, I think that Porto is really underrated team. To be honest, they are solid defensively. They are scoring a lot of goals. They haven't lost a game since mid-December, which is an 18-game run in which they haven't lost a game, and they have won 15 of those 18 games. So their form is much, much, much better than Lyon's is. And just to remind everyone, back then when Lyon has actually won their Europa League group last year, in the meantime they sold a couple of players. They sold Shaqiri to Chicago in the MLS. They sold Slimani back to Sporting Lisbon. They are missing a few players, so that's the team that's they are very hot and cold, very inconsistent this season, and I just don't see them winning here on the road, especially against Porto. So Porto, the money line at plus 105, I think that's a steal of the
I totally forgot that Shakiri's playing in the MLS now. Ugh. Oh,
day.
great. Now I got to deal with him when he comes to Toronto as part of the game against the Fire. But no, Gordon, you're 100% right. This Lyon team is not only inconsistent; they only run hot and cold, but it was basically a fire sale when they were getting rid of players. They were trying to just basically ship out. And I know we're talking European football here, but this is the European equivalent to an American pro sports team in a rebuild. Like this is almost like this
Yeah.
Lyon team was tearing it down and trying to build it back up, but at the same time trying to avoid getting relegated so they can still stay in League One. But yeah, I gotta agree with you here. I think Lyon is just in the middle. They're almost in purgatory right now, where they're not bad enough to go down, but they're not good enough to sort of make any impact in League One. And I think it's going to be like that for a little while.
I agree. That's it, guys, in this Porto versus Lyon matchup in the UEFA Europa League on Wednesday. For the rest of our videos, go to YouTube, Pigdog channel, subscribe, smash that like button, and we'll see you guys soon with more free winners.